What is up, YouTubers? It's Mushroom, and guess what we have here? We have another one of the Walking Dead building sets. These are the very, very new, very cool McFarlane Toys building sets. And McFarlane basically went on a rampage against Lego because he was like, it's stupid to have building sets. When you get closer, they don't look real. And he said, well, this is this building set that actually looks like art, and when you get closer you just see more details. So he was very, very, very clear about how he wanted this toy to be. That's a Todd McFarlane toy right there, the Spawn logo. This is, if you saw my other videos, check the links here. I did a unbagging for blind bags, walkers and humans, and for this one, this is a building set. So this is actually Daryl with his chopper. Very, very cool set. These are very hard to find right now because they just got released. They were announced at New York Comic Con that just happened, and people have been going crazy for these things. So let's go ahead and open it up. These are actually exclusive only to Toys R Us, so you will not find these at any other toy store for the time being. Only at Toys R Us, okay? So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got here. I think this is how no, we got two pieces of tape, so let's go ahead and get all this open. Very, very cool. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh, I think I opened it wrong way. There we go. Very, very cool. So here's the bag of goodies. It actually is a real build. You have to build this. Here's the thing. Now, one thing I did remember in the interview and the press that I saw for this is he also made it so that you could use this with Legos. Obviously, he didn't say that because I don't think he can by certain laws, but he said this is compatible with any other building set out there. So that means Lego, Creo, you name it, they can stick on here. So let me see if I can find a minifigure lying around. I don't know if I have one lying around here. I actually don't. So we'll test that theory later. But for now, we build 154 pieces. This is the Daryl and Chopper set, and he's basically being surrounded by zombies. So let's go ahead and figure this build out, and then we'll patch back in. Okay, I'll do this a little bit slower on high speed than I would normally. Okay, so you guys can actually see what's going on, and we can actually get this all together. So alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm back. So it says right here, for step number 1, Todd's tip: mix up the order of dirt pieces to create a more natural look. Basically, he's giving you, the builder, the freedom to actually just, go about this and do it how you wanna. Alright, as you can see, there's pieces with holes in them. The holes are for the bushes. Pretty cool, huh? And then there's other pieces that have like cracked asphalt and paint. And these are also like pieces. So I guess you're just kind of like, you're left to your own devices, I guess. Let's see how we can do this, okay? Make it look good. Alright, so we're back. I wanted to point out a couple things. So this set is awesome. However, there are missing pieces. So it's supposed to have 8 of these little half gravel, half asphalts, but they're not here. They're just not, they don't exist. So I guess you just gotta kind of just wing it by customizing it without. That kind of sucks because now you have you're inconsistent, you know, with all this right here. See, now I can do gravel and stuff, but I'm not gonna be consistent with what's going on. So that is a fail for me personally, because I wish it would have been. I wish it would have had more consistency. It would have been nice to continue this on and the asphalt worked, but it doesn't. So there's one. It's alright. So one, but I'm missing 4 others, and yep, I don't see them here. So oh well, maybe not. Hold on, maybe I spoke too soon. Hold on. Alright, well, okay, I'm just gonna keep building, and you guys check back with me, okay? Back here. So I'm going ahead and I'm putting all the stuff together, you know, basically putting all the grass and all the stuff together. And I gotta tell you, it kind of stinks. The grass doesn't really stay in too well, so that kind of sucks. I wish it would stay in better. And then these cracks in the cement, they kind of have this like life of their own. So if you build them, you can build them with cracks all over, or you can build them without cracks. So just giving you the heads up. Now it looks like there were supposed to be some pieces for this. There we go. Okay, now I see. Alright, so I didn't actually open all the right packages, so this needs to be okay. So getting these bricks out. So this is where Lego is kind of superior, because Lego, when you need to pull stuff apart, it's relatively easy. You know, it's not like you're pulling teeth, whereas this is kind of like you're pulling teeth, because it's not really easy. I'm using an X-Acto or a box cutter so I can get all these pieces out, because I got to redo them again. That's how I'm able to get them out. I don't suggest you guys, especially the younger viewers, don't use an X-Acto like I'm using. Try to use like a little jeweler's screwdriver or something like that. I don't want any of you guys to get hurt. But I guess if you're playing with zombie toys and you're old enough to know how to use an X-Acto, right? Alright, so let's open this up. Alright, now we have the right pieces here. Okay. Okay. There we go. So you need these pieces for the guardrail that I'm about to install. Just so you know, there are 4 of these little pieces, okay? And then you gotta, like, you know, put back your setup, your ground. I lost a lot of my vegetation, so sorry about that, guys. There is a special piece also that has a little hook, and I gotta find that one piece, because I think that's what anchors the bike. There it is. So Got to get that one tiny piece out. Well, we'll just empty the whole thing because we got to get to it anyways. All right, so we got to put the one plug piece right there. All right. Okay, and let's put our guardrail up. What pieces do we use for our guardrail? So here's a signpost. So details on this are pretty awesome. I mean, it actually looks like a guardrail. I mean, a for real guardrail. It's pretty amazing. I'm pretty impressed so far. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So what I don't like about this is that the grass don't stay in that easy. And it's not really the best setup, because to get them in, you put them in and then you knock over the others. Okay, so I see this as a point of major frustration, because I'm already starting to get frustrated. I've spent way too much time just trying to put like grass in, which is hilarious to me. But again, you don't have to put all this grass in. You could just do like kind of like a barren field that these walkers are kind of chilling in, right? Look, there it is. Okay, so as you can see, that actually looks real, which I think is awesome. So that's pretty cool. So this is really cool. Building Daryl's bike. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, I gotta say. Wow, look at that detail. They totally sculpted Daryl like pretty awesome. I mean, he looks great. I don't know where the crossbow's supposed to go. Oh, crossbow goes. So in the display on the back, it shows tons of zombies. So I guess you have to buy zombies so you can get your like zombie horde together. But they do only provide you with one zombie, which is fine. I really wasn't expecting to get a whole bunch of zombies. So again, like I said, these aren't easy to put on. They're not the easiest guys to assemble. So you kind of have to be ready to push really hard and get them on. So, but they're pretty durable, so you don't have to worry about breaking them if that's a concern. So there we go. Putting on the arms. I love these guys. These are so cool. Alright. And I mean, just look at that head. That's awesome. So he's like, ah. So let's find his little invisible stand. Which again, I don't really like these stands because they stink. They don't really stay on the prongs too well. Yeah. So, see, they don't do a really good job at keeping our zombie boy up. Alright, so now that I got him standing, let's have him like kind of attacking or going for Daryl, who's just chugging along. Okay. So there you have it. Let me see if I can do it this way. There you have our little diorama. Of Daryl and his chopper. Is this cool? Actually, I think it is actually very cool, because the detail on this is pretty amazing. Do I think you should buy this? Oh yeah, I do. I love these things. This is amazing. So, alright guys, give me a thumbs up, questions and comments down below. Hope you liked the video, and we'll see you at the next one. Alright guys, bye bye.